Alrighty, great. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Kerrison. I'm on the customer success team here at Commerce7. And today we will be talking about the essentials of allocation. So I'll be going through how our allocations tools work. We'll be going over the essentials of allocations today. Allocation is a feature essentially that allows you to control who can purchase certain products that you make allocated and how many of each product they can purchase in that customer segment. So it's commonly used to control the sale of your most scarce product, your limited edition wines or library wines, so that your best customers can have access to it, and that everyone in that customer segment can have an opportunity to purchase that limited edition product. So allocations allow you to control who can purchase and how many bottles that they can buy. So I'm going to be doing a demo on our allocation tool. Just gonna navigate over to the Commerce7 dashboard. And I also have my website up here. I'm logged in. I'm a club member of the 12 bottle club. And right now we're going to be working with the 2015 Rosé, and I'm going to be editing the product, making it an allocated product, and showing you guys what that experience looks like for the customer if they're checking out an allocated product, the experience for requesting for additional quantity and granting it on the back end. So I'm logged in, and this is what I see. This is currently a regular product. I'm going to go over to the dashboard here, to the store, products, and go to the 2015 Rosé. And to make this product an allocated product, we're going to navigate over to the security section and set it to allocation. When you're setting the security option to allocation, you have the option on what the product will do and how the product will display when a customer is not logged in. So you have the option of not displaying the product at all in the collection. So in that case, this product will not appear. Or you also have the option to display product and show a login button. So we're going to select this option where it will prompt the user to log in first. Show you what that looks like. So I'll log out first here. So yeah, as you can see, the 2015 Rosé here says that the product is for customers who are participating in our allocation program. You have to log in to purchase. So we log in, and so now I should be able to purchase allocation, but it still says that this product is for customers who are participating in a different allocation program than the one that you're currently in. So now we need to create the allocation to allow that customer segment to purchase this product. So to do that, we're going to navigate over to the admin panel. So the allocation setting is already configured. Then we go to the allocation section and create our allocation. So we're going to say 2015 Rosé Q1 allocation. And let's say you want to make this product available for purchase for the next 2 weeks. So configure that. And then on step 2, we're going to add the product that we want to add to this allocation. So we're working with the 2015 Rosé. Here you can configure the min and max quantity that you want to allow customers to purchase. So let's say you don't have that many bottles of the 2015 Rosé and you want to set the max at 6 bottles. So your customers can purchase only a maximum of 6. It'll configure that. You can add multiple different products in a single allocation. So I can add a different product here if I want to. And then you click on continue once you're happy with the products that you've selected in the allocation. And now on step 3 is where you determine which customers will be able to purchase from your allocation, these products from your allocation. So you have the option of allowing a full customer tag. So anyone who is assigned to a customer tag to purchase. You have the ability to allow anyone who is a part of a club to purchase from this allocation. And you also have the ability to select individual customers. Let's say they don't belong in any tags or clubs, but you want to allow this specific customer to purchase from this allocation. You can do so here. So in this case, I'm going to select the 12 bottle club because the test customer I'm using is a part of the 12 bottle club. And then click on continue. And lastly, save allocation. So this is what the allocation looks like. So once I've configured the allocation, I expect to be able to purchase this product here. There you go. So now the add to cart button appears. The allocated quantity that I'm allowed to purchase appears here. The title of the allocation appears on the product display as well. And you have this option to request more. And this is where you can add a wish if you'd like to purchase more than the allowable 6. So let's go through a transaction and complete a purchase of 6 bottles. The cart. Check. And then if we go back to the wines page, we should expect to not be able to purchase any more. So now we see that we've previously purchased 6 and the allocated quantity is only going to be allowing 6. And if I click on the drop down, I'm not able to add any more bottles to the cart. If I would like to request to purchase more than the allowable 6, as a customer, I can create a wish. And here I can request for the ability to purchase 3 more bottles of the 2015 Rosé. And once I do that, the wish quantity appears here. On the back end, you will see in the allocation section, you go into the allocation, the wishes that have been requested in the wish section. So here we see that this customer has requested for the ability to purchase 3 additional bottles of the 2015 Rosé. If you would like to allow for them to do so, you'll need to do that in the custom grant section. So go to the custom grant section. Click on add allocation grant, search for the customer, and allow the additional bottles that you want them to be able to purchase. So in this case, they requested for 3. If we're going to allow them to purchase an additional 3, here's how we can do that. And once we do that, if we go back to the website and refresh the page, oh, that's the wrong one. I wanted the rosé, sorry about that. There we go. And so if I refresh on this page, I should see that I have the ability to purchase 3 more. So Here it says additional granted is 3, wish is 3, and I'll have the ability to purchase 3 more bottles for this particular customer. Cool. So yeah, that's the functionality available for our allocation tools and how you can allow for customers to wish for additional bottles to purchase, how you can grant those wishes, and what it looks like as they check out and their the bottles that they're able to purchase changes and the different display for an allocation.
Garrison, could you quickly just turn it to version 2, just so we can see the UI in the new version 2?
Yeah, 1 second here. I think it's V2 here.
The V2 dash template. And you just need to log in.
I don't think my Google login is set up for V2.
Okay, no worries then. I guess we'll just jump into questions then. Is that?
Yeah. Opening it up for questions. If you guys have any questions around the allocation functionalities or really any functionalities around Commerce7, we'll be happy to help as well. Is there any questions from the chat? No?
No.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself or post it in the chat, and we'll be happy to clarify. Feel free to. Oh, looks like we have a question here. Is there a way to control how much of a product a customer can purchase in the web channel if there is a limit for their customer type in the allocation? An allocation order is technically a web order, so there's no difference. Like an allocation order will go through as a order with a channel of web. So I'm having trouble understanding kind of the distinction.
Sorry,
between.
Harrison, I'm just going to unmute myself. It's probably easier to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So we're used to a very different system for allocation building. And the thing I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around is if in the allocation for a product, we limit what people can purchase, like say 6 bottles per customer, does that affect what they see in the traditional web store, regardless of if we have any other kind of limitations on the wines? Or is that how you limit what people can purchase in the web store, through allocation?
Yeah, that is how you limit what people can purchase on the web store. Allocation is the feature that you would use to limit that. Yeah, so it's the same limit being used for both the allocation and general web transactions.
And then does an allocation restriction restrict purchases of that SKU in any other channel, or is it only restricting it in the web channel?
In any other channel.
So if they were to come into the tasting room after purchasing 6 bottles online, they wouldn't be able to purchase more bottles in the tasting room.
Tasting room will, let me just double check that. Yeah, so the allocation availability or the allocation security doesn't apply for POS and inbound orders. So sorry, it actually does only affect web transactions. And because we assume that an admin user is placing those transactions, whether through the POS or the inbound channel, and that they have sort of made an exception for this person to allow them to go over their limits.
So it doesn't apply to POS or inbound. How does it affect club? If say they purchased 6 bottles of the rosé online and then their release begins and they go into customize, will they not receive, if it's in the standard release package, will they not actually be able to process that order without switching out the wine?
I would have to test that functionality. I can get back to you on that one.
Yeah, that would be great. We're looking at ways because of inventory, just short on inventory for newer vintage wines. We're looking at ways that we can restrict, but we also don't want to screw up our club processing.
Right. So like if the allocated limits will affect the club packages and the products that they can purchase on the club packages.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll run some tests on that and send you an email on kind of the conclusion.
Great, thank you.
No worries. Any other questions?
I have one more. What happens once inventory for the wine is down to 0 when it's allocated?
It will follow whatever inventory configuration you have in the inventory. So if you're allowing it to back order, it will allow the customer to continue to check out and go into the negative. If you have it set to don't sell, it will restrict the customer from purchasing that, just like a regular SKU was out of inventory. Cool. Yeah, we'll wait a few more minutes if there's any questions that come up. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like there aren't any more questions. So we can end the Free Training Friday now. If you guys have any more questions that come up later, feel free to email us at support@commerce7.com. And yeah, thank you all for your time and have a great rest of your day.